G'day folks, it's Laura here, and today I'm going to do another flip cup pour with a theme of antique rose. So I'm going to be using some red, so permanent alizarin, rose pink, as well as a kind of fairly subtle background of unbleached titanium, jade, a little bit of pale gold, as well as titanium white. So I'm going to be using my standard pouring medium here, and I'll link to a video on how to make this if you're interested. So now it's time to layer my cup, but you'll note that with these colors I've actually got some complementary colors here, so the pinks and the green. If I put these together and they mix, then I'm going to get a muddy brown color, and so I want to avoid that, and that's why I've got these other colors here, is to ensure that I actually separate the green from the pinks and not get that mud. So I'm going to use my standard cell activator for this, and I'll link to a video on how to make this if you're interested. I'm going to start with a generous layer on the bottom of the cup. And the background of this painting I would like to be predominantly this green kind of color with some hints of the pink coming through. So I'm going to layer the green and the gold first. I've already prepared my canvas, so the front of the canvas, the back of the canvas, and I've added painter's tape to the back as well as these giant push pins. It's time to flip the cup now. So as is usually the case with acrylic pour, the results are somewhat unpredictable, but I have to say I actually really love this, even though the cells are taking some time to actually reach the surface. I think I had quite thick paint, maybe the pouring medium was just a little bit thicker than usual, and I had a lot more paint in this particular flip than I might normally have. So I suspect the cell activator and the cells are taking a little bit longer to come to the surface. But I really like this kind of combination anyway. I think it's very beautiful. So what I'm going to try to do is stretch it out just a little bit in this direction and then possibly spin it. I don't want to lose too many of these interesting patterns, and I certainly want to keep the cells if I can. So let's see how we go on in that regard. I'm really loving this section up here and these beautiful patterns down here. I could well lose quite a lot of this, but let's see how we go with spinning it. I think that's actually reached all of the corners, and the patterns that are remaining I actually really like. I might pull some of the paint down in this direction because this is turning just a little bit muddy. I think we're getting some layering of the green and the pink there. So if I can pull it down in this direction and take that off a little bit, that might help. There we go. I'm super happy with this. I'll just cover the edges and the corners. So it did turn out rather a lot more pink than I was hoping for, but I guess that's to be expected because of course I did add 2 pink colours and only one of the greens, and it looks like quite a lot of the white and the unbleached titanium have disappeared in this. So because I layered them a little bit lower in my cup, as in when the cup is flipped it would have been on the bottom, I think a lot of that white and titanium haven't come through, although there's a little bit of kind of bubbles coming through at the moment. We'll see how this dries. But I'm really happy with this overall. I'm super happy with these beautiful cells up here. I'm interested in these fascinating little cells and the patterns that are occurring down here. And I love this layering effect with the little cells popping through. And I suspect that might be a combination of rose and unbleached titanium possibly in this upper layer. Overall, very happy.